8 weeks ago, I had a heart attack. I'm making this video as somewhat of a journal to myself so I can remember exactly what happened before, during, and after. And I'm also hoping that it can help somebody else if they're concerned about symptoms, or maybe they're facing an upcoming surgery, or even if they're dealing with the recovery, which I'm actually still in myself. This is a very detailed account of everything that happened, including my symptoms, my previous lifestyle, my family history, the things I experienced a couple of weeks before the actual heart attack, and the week-long hospital stay, all of it, including the recovery. I'm 8 weeks into recovery now. If you don't want to watch this whole thing, I understand. You may only be interested in certain parts. So I've created chapters in the description, and you can jump right to the part that's important to you. A quick bio on me. I'm 50 years old. I live in the United States. I've got 5 kids total. I'm married. I live in the South. Got a brother who's 4 years younger than me. I've got a grandson on the way. First time. So I'm super excited about that. My job has mostly been in sales my entire career. So although it has ups and downs, and it's super exciting, I wouldn't say that it is necessarily stressful on its own. And in the South, we eat food not for fuel, but because it tastes good. We celebrate occasions with food in the South, whether it's birthdays or get-togethers or just because it's a weekend. I've been addicted to sugar most of my life. If there's some chocolate chip cookies, I'm probably not just eating 1 or 2, if you know what I'm saying. I did live for 3 years in New York City with my daughter. My diet then consisted mostly of bagels and pizza, which is of course not super healthy, but I was burning off most of those calories all the time because we were doing so much walking. Usually I'd say anywhere from 3 to 12 miles a day, depending on what was going on. So I maintained my weight during that time. Separate from that, I've been at least 50 pounds overweight most of my adult life, topping out earlier this year at over 300 pounds. I would eat whatever I wanted, as much of it as I wanted, and whenever I wanted it. And that's what got me to that point. It's a low point. When you tip the scales at 300 pounds, I never thought I would be at that weight. But although it was a low point, I didn't do anything about it. I tried to come up with some ideas. I thought about a few things, but I never really took any action on it. It's not that I don't like taking action on things. In fact, if you look at sort of my life resume, you would think, oh, well, he should be in better shape than he is. I ran a Spartan sprint race with my son 8 years ago. I entered a dragon boat race with some friends just because they said it would be fun. I frequently walk a 6-mile trail in the woods at one of the local parks just to make sure I'm still healthy enough to be able to do it. After all, if I could walk 6 miles, I'm probably okay heart-wise, so I thought. I even joined CrossFit for a couple of months. It's pretty expensive, and the one I wanted to go to where my friends were at was a long ways away. It's probably a 45-minute drive one way, and I think it was about $150 a month, so that didn't last. I've been kind of in and out of gyms, mostly out. That would turn into, a little bit of treadmill, a little bit of weights, and then a lot of times I would get healthy and then I would stop. Other than these things, my exercise has been iffy at best.